I am working on converting a Wix website to Wild Apricot. I'll show Wild Apricot at the end of this. It's an excellent website. We're going to use it for our homeowners association, so it's going to be really handy. I'll show you some of those features at the end of this, but what I want to show you is I think it's very confusing on Wix on how to download all of your content. There's no way, like with, I'm familiar with WordPress, where you could do a backup of your whole site. They make it a little bit easier to do. Wix is a nice drag and drop tool, but when it comes to getting all your files downloaded and doing a backup, I don't see a great way to do it. I searched on YouTube to see if other people had figured this out. So I wanted to make this quick video on how to download your Wix content so that you then have it on your computer, and then you can kind of use that for your content on your new website. So first thing you want to do is log into your Wix website, your admin area, and then what we want to get to is the part called media. And when you go into here, you can upload. It assumes when you're doing media that you're uploading something. We don't want to upload something, we want to download. So here, this section here is called Site Files. If I click on Show More, I now can go in here and get to my site files. So this is the various different folders that I have. I have some stuff in the root, but then I also have many folders. If you have just one particular file, you get the option with this ... menu here to download it. Well, I don't want to do that for all my thousands of files that we have on here. So you can hold the control key down, and I've got a PC, so I'm holding the control key down, and you can pick multiple files, and then there's a download option that appears over here on the actions. So if you hit that download option, it's going to put it on your downloads on your computer. So that's nice. I wish there was a way to select all these folders and then do download, but you can move it to different folders, but you can't move it to your computer. So what I'm having to do is I'm having to go into each folder here, and when I double click to open up that folder, I can, let me find one that has see, it's so tricky here. Oh, so, okay, let me back up. So I go into that folder. Let me pick one that has multiple files. Let's see here, like this one. Okay, so I've got multiple files in here. If I do a Control A to select them all, there's 10 files. When I do that Control A or Control Shift, pick them all, then that download option appears. So I click that download. You can see down at the very bottom of the screen there, it's taking all those files and naming it the folder name, and it's one zip file for that one folder. So then on my downloads on my computer, I'm then dragging that over into, I have a folder here called website files, and I'm moving it to that, and I can just overlay if I have that folder already existing. I'll just say to replace it. I had previously done that one. Or this is a way that maybe monthly you want to do a backup. You'd have to go to each folder, and so I'm just continuing to do that on each folder. Just open that up, select all the files in that folder by doing Control A, and then you've got the option to do the download. So I think it's cumbersome. I would keep your structure in Wix very simple so that you only have maybe 3 or 4 folders. But yeah, it seems like you have to drill down to that place where the documents are. It'll download it as a zip file. The download button does not appear until you select more than one file. Do the download, it creates the zip, and then that's what you can kind of manually manage those folders on your computer. So like I said, it's cumbersome. We've got about 15 folders here. I'm having to do each one. If there's subsequent ones, you have to follow those same steps. So it's not great, but it is a way to get to your media files and download them. Now this is just the your documents. This isn't like the content of the pages. For that, I simply, I'll show you here now the our new website. So we're basically going from, you know, a Wix screen that looks like this to just a very more modern looking website here. So I love how this looks. But in Wild Apricot, I can edit these pages just like in Wix. You can edit it, you can add features, but really what I did was I copied it. You know, text that we had on some of these pages, you know, like our history page, I just simply copied and pasted the text onto each of these pages. We only had about 12 pages or so, so this was just simply a copy and paste. But then I was able to create, you know, I could create photo galleries and simply upload those files that I had uploaded. All of our pictures, I had to resize them for the new website, but I was able to put them on here, and I love how this is looking. But I'll show you the one wonderful feature that I love about Wild Apricot, and that is the directory. I can't say enough good things about this. This is our website. I've gone to the directory file, and you can just start typing in any search criteria. Sorry about that. Any search criteria for that person's name. So if you know any part of their phone number, any part of their email, any part of the street name, I mean, it will do a dynamic search there to find out, you know, those types of things. So love it for the directory. It also has a calendar feature. It has like a blog post. We're going to use this for announcements on our site. But other than that, I mean, the web page editing is very easy. Trying to think of what else to tell you. The sitemap feature is nice. You can just tell it to create these sitemaps. Matter of fact, where I've got a menu choice where there's a couple of sub-menus, I just have it list the sub-pages under there. So that's just a site tree. You tell it whether you want the whole tree or just the part that you're under, like for portal here. So that way I didn't really have content on that page. I didn't want people to have to know to pick that. In other words, I wanted that portal page to be blank and then just have the sub pages. So what I did for that portal page was I just had that sitemap tree, but just to the level that you're at. Same with the committees. So yeah, that's a little bit about Wild Apricot. But my point to the video was about how to download your Wix content. So hopefully this helped. I'll upload this to YouTube, and then anybody else who's trying to figure out Wix, pulling out their hair, I hope this helps. So thanks, guys.